welcome to today's NCCR news. We are finally on our last episode. Finally, we're actually going to start this up today.
If it starts.
Come on, of course it will start.
Yeah, also no doubts. The battery was this nice Buell.
It was a surprise actually.
Well, that it was alive at all.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But well, after I don't know so many years, this ballistic was a bit surprised. We took it from an old AMA race bike and one of the Geico bikes. It is here and I thought, yeah, maybe it works because I figured out it would work in this position. And with some nice massage and some
with a little bit of spa.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like a champ. I put it on the low tester and it really works fine. Just one thing, this lithium-ion batteries, I never charge them and let them alone. So
don't burn your house down.
Yeah, exactly. And,
just don't do it.
If you use them in other bikes, make sure that you have a correct voltage regulator on it. Otherwise, they really start burning. But if you know how to handle them,
they're great.
They're really great.
Absolutely.
So yeah, how you liked our last video was more than an hour with Mark and.
We promise we will try and keep them shorter in future, but this one was really just screaming for having a really nice and long video around it with all the questions and with all the footage and the lap, and we got so much really cool feedback also from people who are either riders of RSs or have been to the Isle of Man, and it's been really fun to hear from you guys too. So it's fun when it's not only us talking, but when we first have someone to talk to, like Mark and Oana, who did such a great job, or if we have the subscribers or anyone who sees our videos, just say something about them and give us their input, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. And if you like the videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment if you have questions, or lately was coming something up in the Swedish Facebook group what already fits to us here. There was a question how if we can make a video regarding how to treat, that was about an XP, how to treat the air cools and how to warm them up. Because one of the things what you see in any paddock is that the bike's getting not proper warmed up, especially the air cooled. Like an XP, it takes forever. The people see that the heat is in the heads and then they say, oh, it's already warm, and the primary, the gearbox and the crank is still bone cold. So the normal procedure is really in the paddock in the morning that you have the two fans standing and then you start it up for like 5 minutes and then you let it sink in the heat. And
but it's very crucial that you have the fans and the timing too. Don't have it running for like half an hour, the first thing you do without fans. That's how you break your bike.
Yeah, so what you normally do, you let it run for a short time. Like several times, and what you don't do, what is totally useless and it is rang thing.
It's not a two-stroke.
No, exactly. Most people don't know that this came back from the time when at the end of the day the teams put in new pistons in their two-stroke race bikes and they were running them in, and there it makes a ton of sense.
Of course.
But today you see the people firing up their four-strokes, and the first thing what they do after a couple of seconds, they make vroom. If your bike don't idle, you can hold it. Some race maps don't support idle so much. That's especially not when they are cold. So this is not a problem. But there's no reason to make vroom vroom vroom.
No revving.
I really hate that, and
It
sounds cool indeed, but it is nothing what shows any kind of professionality. What we do on a brand new engine when it is rebuilt and it is for the first time in the bike, before we start heat cycling, we put oil pressure on it, and of course this is not a new engine. Because of that we keep the spark plugs in. On a brand new engine you have the spark plugs out, and then you find a way to go directly to the starter. This is...
We come prepared.
Yeah, this is like what we use on the air-cooled. On the water-cooled it's a bit different, because there you don't have the solenoid directly on the starter. There we have an external solenoid, what is here, and then we have a special connector, and then we can use the starter without switching on the ignition. Why? There are two reasons. First of all, you don't want to run a modern ignition system without coils. Second, you don't want to crank the bike to oil pressure, to get the oil pressure with the injection system running, because then you get a lot of fuel. So what we do, we will operate the starter just to pump oil and to get an oil pressure. When we switch on the ignition now, we see that we have no oil pressure. Of course, the bike is not running, but
it tells us that it's cold too.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, exactly. So then we switch it off, and then with our little extra connector, we can go directly on it. We don't do that too long, because otherwise we burn the starter. So we still have no oil pressure, so we need to continue a little bit. But always gives the starter some rest between.
Yes.
You can start like for 30-40 seconds maybe. I don't know. I never looked on the clock by that.
Yeah, it's a feeling.
It's a feeling, and then you let the starter rest. Needs a bit more. Okay, now we got oil pressure.
So now we deconnected and reconnected.
Yeah, now we put the real solenoid in.
Mm-hmm.
And what a nice bike.
yeah.
What a nice sound. It really sounds very healthy.
Yeah. I thought it would be louder. Why is that?
I guess the silencer is freshly stuffed. You know
Yeah,
these race cans you need to stuff quite frequently. Yeah. So.
It's alive.
It's alive, and now we will take it, but we will not put on the film now. We will need to take it out. We need to bleed the cooling system,
Yes.
and then we will warm it up till it's getting really warm, and so on, and then the bike is ready for the new owner.
Yes.
What we don't have yet, but there are some.
So if you want it, you can have it.
Yeah, there are some inquiries, but yeah, not sure how serious they are. But this is it.
For today, right?
Oh. So
or do you want to say anything more about the cleaning?
Oh yeah, that we want to say a little bit about it. There are 3-4 things when the bike's standing for a long time. What you should look through. First of all, of course, if it is old oil in, but we store.
Fuel.
Yeah.
Fuel has been a major issue for us.
It first of all is oil.
Yeah.
Oil you always should look after. We always store bikes with new oil. We fire them a little bit up that the fresh oil is everywhere, and that way we store them away. We store them usually without water. Mark that on the bike, that not somebody, but in case your heating system is breaking down and you have -degree, you don't want to have the bike frozen. And the race bikes have all no antifreeze in because this is illegal on the racetrack. Road bikes, of course, with antifreeze, you don't have the problem, you don't need to drain the cooling system. So, and the most important thing is indeed what Julia just said, the fuel.
We've had major issues with that. We've had people come bring their bikes to us like, it's been standing for sometimes only one winter.
Yeah.
They can't start it up. It makes weird
they smoke
things.
like hell.
Yeah.
My theory is that the different ingredients of the fuels are separating,
yeah.
and because of the weight, they store one layer on each other, and there must be one layer what smokes like hell. We had an XP with a major engine problem. It was smoking and smoking.
So bad.
After the winter storage, and the guy said, "Oh, maybe a piston ring was rusted on and broke." And it was just only the fuel.
Just the fuel.
Yeah. So there are some fuel stabilizers out. I'm not a fuel specialist. If you store it with or without, we store it with, and then often we drain it. And at least we shake the bike honestly. All bikes after winter storage I shake. Could be wrong. It could be not wrong, but yeah, exactly. But I always shake them up, and if I use the old fuel, and what we do is the injector cleaning.
Yeah.
On that bike we had the clocked injectors. Here you see some pictures of it. What we had. As a theme on one of the earlier videos about this bike, and then we tested them. Here you see now when we test the volume, and at the end both were completely equal, and that is what you want. We only checked here the primaries. If this bike would go on the racetrack, we also would check the secondaries, the shower heads also, of course. A test unit like this is not expensive. If you're really serious racer, on our dragster team in Belgium, Dirk also has the same now, and we double checked now the injectors from last year and directly found some who were clogged and super unequal. So it's really about the details on these bikes, and then
if you cannot do it yourself, and if you don't want to buy it and you're in America, then you can send your injector to Chaz.
Yeah, Chaz do it. We do it in Sweden. We will soon offer it also. Usually we do it only for us, but we see out there there's a need, because a lot of people maneuvering around with problems we solve here. very, very quick with our possibilities.
Yeah.
Thanks for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God it's Friday. We made it another week, and this time you didn't have to bear with us that long.
Yeah. No, and this time it was really the last part of the
Yes.
4 parts about the EBR 1190 RS by Splitlath, the real Isle of Man RS of Mark Miller.
Yes. So next week we're going to talk about something else, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
We
what
will
come
see.
up with.
There were some people asking how it looks here in your shop and so on, and maybe find the time to do some footage about the shop and about the workshop. We'll see.
If you have any other suggestions, you're welcome to contact us or comment down below and tell us if you want to see something like, I don't know, we want totally to see Shelina Moreda's bike or something like that. So
Yeah.
comment below and let us know.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Take care and be safe, everyone out there.
Yeah.
Have a nice weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Stay safe. Bye.